Mission496 here, another video review. This time of Avengers concept series Rocket Grenade Captain America. So there you go. So another Avenger toy review. So as you can see, really nice picture of the character, or the toy there. Get the nice Avengers up there. A picture of the figure and some more in the assortment. This is number 4. So here you go. So, I think that I'm gonna post this review first. But what I just filmed was this guy's review, the Thor from the new Avengers movie, and this Thor is just an exact repaint of the original Thor, just with cut articulation. And so that's what so that was super disappointing. So after noticing that it's the exact same sculpt, just cut and articulation, I was like, did they do that for Captain America? So I went back and checked. Luckily they didn't. This Captain America is a whole new sculpt. I don't know if this is just one figure that's lucky and is not just getting a remolded or repainted figure, if this is just a lucky one, or if the Thor one was just a one that they're not going to do again. They just did once. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about. But this is a whole new sculpt, which is really nice. So in this review, I'm going to be mostly comparing it with the old Captain America because they're the two to compare. So anyway, this is his accessory that he comes with. This is really cool. This is, if I'm not mistaken, it is the, well, the redacted, the scrolls, whatever you want to call them. We don't know what these aliens are in the movie. They're about, it's about 80% sure that they're the scrolls that are going to be called the redacted for marketing, or not marketing reasons, but legal reasons, because Fox owns the names to Skrull. So I'm pretty sure that those are the aliens in this movie. They're not 100% confirmed yet, though. But this seems to be the weapon that they will have. If I'm not mistaken, it is. So that's kind of cool. It might unlock some secrets to this movie. There's really not much to say about it. It's kind of alien-esque, which is why I'll say that. The handle here is on a swivel. In package, it was like this. So maybe they just have it on the swivel because it's in package, or maybe in the movie they move it up and, I don't know, uses jetpack. I don't know. So I don't know if this is just worth this. It's just like, this is just because that's the way they package it, or if this actually is going to tell us something. I don't know. As well as this, when you move this up, this panel moves up just a little bit and shows some green parts. So this is probably the inner working. Either this is just some kind of little gimmick that they're doing for kids, or in the movie, like, they're going to be able to move this up as like a shield to block bullets from their face hitting them. I don't know. Or in the movie, they're just like, there's some green highlights, so now they're trying to market it as a gimmick, and you move it up and you can see the green. So I don't really know. It comes with a yellow missile, which is weird if the inner workings are all like this lime green. I would have really expected the bullet to be lime green, but it isn't. It shoots very well, might I say. Really nice. And did you see that? Just caught it right in my hand. That takes some skill. But anyway, really good missile fire. I've noticed that with the Thor figure. The fire on these missiles are really good. They're very strong. But so there you go. So pretty interesting weapon, because this is probably the weapon to the villains of this new movie. It's not 100% sure, but it's there. So yeah, so here is the Captain America. Now, although it says concept series, this is the movie Captain America. Don't be fooled like this is a comic version that they did something that's a concept to it or anything. The only reason they say concept is because it's the rocket grenade. That's the only reason that they state that it's a concept series. But anyway, so this figure compared to the old one. If you have watched my review of the old one or my top 10 favorite toys of 2011, you know that I'm a big fan of the original figure. So how does the new one compare? It's a whole new sculpt, which is really nice. They didn't take any reused parts like they did with Thor, which is great. It excels in two places, and it just drops in the rest. Here are the two places that it's better than the original. The original has a soft rubbery plastic with a shiny shield. This guy, oops, whoa, if I can get these guys to stand. This guy has a hard plastic shield with a metallic red, which is really nice. It's a really good shine. That's one thing that I always wanted. I wanted a metallic, more like the Diamond Select Captain America. I wanted his type of shield on here, and we get that kind of. So that's really nice. Really loving the color and the use of plastic with the shield. Really love that. Now, as far as the head sculpt, the head sculpt is different, and it's better this time around. The strap is, they've actually got a strap, and not just the strap goes way under here where you can't even see it in this one, but in this one you can clearly see the strap. The face is a little bit smaller, and, yeah, so other than that, there's not too many differences, but it just has a better looking face. So the head sculpt is, better on this new Avengers Captain America, as well as a fantastic, joint. It's really got some great articulation. It goes side to side, it goes up and down, and really you can just do a lot with the head. It's got some great articulation. So those are the pluses of the new figure. Now, as for everything else, it does fall down. There's some things that it still stays up to par with, but for the most part it falls down. One new thing that's kind of neat is the straps are a bit bigger. It looks a little bit more like a difference to the figure, because it's pretty much the same thing. And articulation is cut, obviously. Let me just move the shield. Although the shield is a better plastic and a better paint, it is now held by a clip. The clip is very strong, I will say that, I'll give it that. It's a strong clip, but it's still a clip, which means you can obviously see a gap from his arm to the shield, which I do not like at all. On here, they use straps, like they should, and like the movie, and it's a nice detail under here, and it's flush on his arm, which is how it should be. This one, as you can see, clearly not. The detail down there is a lot less, and just really not great. As far as the actual sculpt, it's pretty good. He's a bit thinner, I guess you can say. I mean, just the boot size, as you can see. He's got a thinner boot. This is a much thicker boot, so yeah, you can definitely see that. These kind of hooks on his body right here, they're a bit better painted, I guess. And as for that, that's pretty much it. The holster, he comes with a holster with a real gun that fits in it. He comes with a fake holster with a gun that is already put in it that they just painted brown. They didn't even decide to paint the end of this gun silver. They just painted it brown. There is no brown guns, and they just didn't want to even spend time making the paint difference, so they just painted right over it. So really upsetting with that. And then obviously articulation is a fall, just how it's been for all the other figures. The only thing that's better in articulation is the neck joint, which I've already showed. And then ball hinge shoulders, hinge swivel elbows, hinge swivel thighs with a thigh swivel, and a hinge swivel knee. So he's got the exact same articulation as the first Captain America, just lacking wrists, any kind of waist or upper torso, and ankles. So there you go. So as you can see, I like the color shield better. He comes with less accessories because he comes with a stupid gimmick. This one came with a cool helmet that had and it had some straps hanging down, and a gun that fit in the holster. This guy comes with a fake holster with a fake gun in it that they didn't even try to make look like a gun. It's like they decided that they were first going to have a gun in this holster, and then decided, we just want the holster because we don't want to paint the gun. But it was too late, so they just decided to paint the gun the same color as the holster. So yeah, it's just really cheap, and this thing's really big, and it's forward on his thigh, and it's a really cheap looking thing. I wish that they could have moved that back or made it smaller so it's not so obtrusive, because it's so poorly done. But what are you going to do with that? So overall, a lot worse things with this one than the original. There are a couple better ones, but definitely not great. If you're a customizer, this might be a good one, because then you could switch out the heads of the original and the new one, and you could take some straps and mold them onto the shield right here and give him the shield. You can just make this one even a little bit better, which is almost impossible to do, but you could do. And so yeah, so overall it's okay. The fact that it's a new sculpt is why I would say to get it, because I'm a hardcore Marvel collector, so the Avengers toys, as long as they're new sculpts, I'm good in buying them. So even though they're a lot less better figures, you should get them because they're the new Avengers toys. What are you going to do if Hasbro is going to cut prices or actually they raise prices at Toys R Us, but cut the quality of the figure? There's nothing you can do about it, so just have to accept it. So overall, it's an okay figure. For what we already have, it's downsizing, so it's definitely not better than the original. And once again, getting this toy going, it's nice to have a new one, but it's not as good as the original, so what's the point? But there you go. So that's my review of the Avengers movie concept series Rocket Grenade Captain America. Thanks for watching.